Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Nice.
Let that play out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's intro music. Fits my personality. Kind of.
I've been drinking a lot of tea this week. It's really good for you.
That's what they say, right?
I think so.
We'll have to see.
All right, let's get this thing started.
You feel better with the tea?
I do. It's less coffee breath. You know, no one likes someone with coffee breath.
Right. You getting close to a lot of people?
No, I'm trapped here in the dungeon, in the asset dungeon.
Yeah, I'm not a tea guy. I'm not a coffee guy.
You're just take pre-workout in the morning and you're just going for the whole day.
Pre-workout, and it's got some legs to it.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, welcome to the Asset Roofing Podcast.
Here we are, first episode.
First episode in the dungeon. We've been kind of experimenting for the past 3-4 weeks, just kind of getting our bearings, and finally built this room out and
our podcast bearings.
Yeah, podcast bearings.
Yeah, definitely new for me. I'm not necessarily a camera guy, but I'm learning to like it.
You've honestly gotten better than I have. You'll never catch me on camera.
Yeah, I'm not good enough to hold the camera for you to get caught on it. So
there we go. There we go. Awesome. Well, let's get the introduction rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am Anthony Langdon, owner of and founder, creator of Asset Roofing. You guys hear me good?
Yeah.
A little bit about myself. I think the main thing about myself is I'm a devoted husband and father of 6. That's kind of the main job that I do. Behind that, I roof. I did roof. I'm a roofer by trade. Yeah, it's a very tough job. If I didn't have the kids or the wife, I wouldn't be roofing. So I didn't wake up one day and be like, hey, let's be a roofer. But I was in the military, Marine Corps, which started a pretty good foundation in my life.
Yeah.
So how did I become a roofer? Kids.
Yeah.
Stumbled upon the job. It paid well if you could endure the day. So, and I think I love the challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm a very passionate, competitive person. I like to compare myself to professional athletes.
Ooh.
Even though
it is a sport.
Clearly I'm not one.
Yeah.
But in my own brain, I'm like, hey, I always looked at what do they do to be professional, and they prepare themselves. I discovered early in roofing that to make money at it or be successful, you have to have the physical ability to show up every day.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Yeah, putting the shingle on is the easy part. Doing it every day is the challenge.
Yep, I did it for a couple months. It was one of the hardest jobs I've ever worked.
Yeah, it'll definitely change your life if you let it.
Awesome. What are top 3 things someone should know about you?
I'm very, very passionate about people. I think I like to force people to discover their fullest potential, which some people don't like to have me around because I think I make people feel like they need to level up, and that's because it forces me to level up. So that's devoted husband, father.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely say so.
Yeah.
Third thing
to know about me. I love to be in shape and dominate my own body.
Yeah.
With my mind.
Yeah. I think that's 3 deadly combos.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
Ah.
Well, a little bit about me. My name is Andrew. What do I do here? I click a button and I make things look good.
Yeah. There's a total backside to all of it, right?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
The whole setup, I'm just kind of showing up.
Yeah. You're there though.
I'm definitely here. I mean, I didn't put all these microphones together.
Yeah. Well,
I could have.
Yeah, you could. You definitely know how to put an Excel sheet together though.
Yeah.
A little bit. 3 things about me.
I don't know how to spell it.
3 things about me. I would say, I'm passionate about people. I love talking about how development, I think mindset development. My background is grew up in California, just never went to college, but I really believed in work ethic and where that could take me, and it's taken me here.
Yeah.
And I love making videos. I love communicating ideas and seeing things all the way through and making ideas come to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good at it.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. We're good at it
Yeah,
together.
I mean, you're making me look pretty good out there, so
We're
I
doing
think
it. Yeah.
they look good to me.
So I think we're starting this podcast to kind of give the Asset Roofing, which is your business,
Yep.
been around since 2017.
Yep.
Core values are passionate about customer service,
Yep.
killing the quality work game,
Yep.
and third thing, we'll say,
Just community,
yeah, definitely community.
passion
yeah.
for improvement, unique culture, Yep.
Yeah, I think this platform is going to be a little bit of insight about the roofing industry,
Yeah, definitely.
how it translates to life. I think you have listened to a lot of your stories in the truck or just around the office. I think roofing applies 360 and can apply to anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
The qualities and the work ethic and
The approach,
yeah,
thought process.
some industry insight.
Yeah, insight to a roofer's mind, a roofer's lifestyle. I think that's a specific breed of construction. Or actually, I like to look at us as part of construction. I think we're special.
Ooh. Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, I think everyone could be a plumber. Come on. Actually, I don't know.
I don't think I can do it. I respect
No.
the plumbers out there.
Yeah,
Though.
good Lord. Or a floor guy,
Yeah. What inspired Asset Roofing?
Oh, good question. I've done. I think it started when I was just roofing, and not understanding why I was roofing, just because I love my kids, and I started thinking to myself, well, I'm such an asset to my family. I have to stay in shape mentally, physically, or I'm not going to be able to provide for them. I can't just not take care of myself and show up to a roof all day and be successful. So it started there. I quickly realized that for me to compete as a 240-pound roofer, I needed to sleep well, eat well, hydrate well, where most roofers are about 140. So then I was like, okay. And then I discovered this thought process. I was becoming an asset to my crew and the people I worked with. It was very valuable to them. Of course, was their opinions. And I started thinking, I think there's a huge disconnect in the roofing industry with the homeowner and the roofers. We're kind of a disregarded bunch of guys that, roof and untrustworthy and dishonest. And I thought, I'm not any of those things. And we produce good work. We work hard and we want to get paid well and we want you to have a good roof. So I started thinking, how can I be an asset to the roofing industry? And I kind of thought to myself, hey, wait, a house is an asset, and then asset roofing.
Bam.
So it's kind of we roof your asset, we are an asset, and that's just turned into a whole way of thinking. Kind of had a renewal.
Yeah, definitely. I think.
Yeah, and it kind of what was born was, you're either a liability in your life and everyone around you, or you're an asset. So
For sure.
this journey of how to fine tune every angle of my life to be a thorough asset. And of course, we make mistakes all the time as a business, as a father.
No one's perfect.
No,
But
striving to find out what we can do next time to improve the customer experience, the employee experience, my relationships at home, kids. My kids are growing fast. My firstborn works for me now, which is kind of cool.
yeah,
Yeah, he was
Good-
on the
good
roof with
head.
me when he was 4, and now he's almost 20, driving the dump trucks. So it's
yeah.
kind of surreal, really, to look at.
Good kid. That kid.
Yeah, he is.
He's on his way up.
He is. Yep. He's on his way up or out. That's for sure.
No, I love it. I think the biggest thing that, you know, I've learned in the past year working with you, I think, you know, a big importance was when we first worked together on that one house out in, I think it was Canyon Ridge, where you kind of looked at me and we looked at each other and we were like, you know, you definitely have something here. I personally never even thought about the roofing industry until I met you and started, you know, roofing that summer and realized quickly the difference of what your business had to offer opposed to other roofing companies. You know, stories I've heard from homeowners and stories I've heard from you, how it can be, you know, a real shady industry. The roofing scams with people opening up businesses, making like 30, 50, 60 grand in the year and just shutting down, and, you know, people get screwed over, and it's scary.
It's very scary. I mean, even I'm a contractor and I know a lot of people in the business. I'm still like, who do I hire on my own house? To come over and to service my sink. You know, you're always just like,
who can you trust?
Some guy shows up. You're like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had thought, you know, if we can really change this game, and I want people to be excited about the roofer, which is it's kind of lame, but for me, it's kind of cool when it's like you can go against what people think of you. It's kind of like the sleazy car sales guy. Like everybody dreads to go to the car lot and buy a car. So we don't want you to dread hiring a roofer. I want you all your questions answered, and to feel really good about all phases of it.
Definitely. It's a definitely, you know, a scary process in the sense of like no one ever thinks about the roof and they're like, yeah, we should get that replaced like this year. You know, it's always at the late end of the season. They're like, well, now I have a leak. And so I think, you know, the value Asset offers is, you know, teaching people up front about the insights with all the videos we've done, and educating the community.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I firmly believe this. I'm not. If you don't want to hire me, that's great, but let me give you some insight on the process.
Yeah.
No one's like, hey, Anthony, can't wait for you to come over. I got to get my roof done. I've been saving for years for this bad boy, and can't wait to spend this money. Like, nobody's excited.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean,
there's a lot of fear behind it.
Yeah. You know, I think about future generations, like, is anyone going to be able to afford a house, and who's going to be replacing the roofs? I think obviously the building owners and the landlords are going to be replacing the roof, which is going to be, I think, my generation, and like renting it out to like your kids, not your kids specifically.
Sure.
You got savages as kids.
Well, they're in training. Yeah. And they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, you know, the roof is the first line of defense to your home, and no one thinks about it.
Nobody even thinks about it until it's too late. I mean, it's not a tangible thing that you can enjoy, like a granite countertop.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, that's really beautiful, and we can sit in our kitchen. But people are like, hey, I got to get a roof. And they don't even know there's colors to pick. That's how much they pay attention to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of, but it's extremely important.
Very, very.
Yeah. What else you got for me?
What else we got? I think talking more about what you've learned about the roofing industry and how it kind of translates to, you know, everyday people. In the sense of what qualities and traits have you learned personally that, you know, that you apply in your everyday life?
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
There's only the one I like the best is that you have to break the roof down, start from the bottom, and work your way up. You cannot skip steps in the roof to produce a good roof.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, man, I wish I could just, you know, figure out how to skip up to the top. And you can only go one shingle at a time.
Ooh.
And you can't put one up here first, and then you have to go the next indicated step. So, of course, I've spent thousands of hours on top of a house with the sun beating down on me, playing mind tricks. And I'm like, one shingle at a time, one valley. Then I was like, wait, life's kind of like this. Got valleys and, things you got to work around and cut around that slow you down.
Yeah.
All the way to get to the top. But when it's done, it protects your whole asset.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So put in the work, take it day by day.
Day by day. Don't go too far ahead of yourself. Don't stop and think about it.
Yeah.
Just keep working.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that you, in a lot of your videos that you've been putting out, you talk about the asset mindset.
Yep.
Something that you've learned, I think, directly from the roofing business, and it's kind of become your brand. That's why you call it the asset mindset.
Yeah, it's very grateful for roofing. As weird as that sounds, but it's taught me how to survive mentally, how to be a better father. The work ethic was learned out there on other people's homes, and so just to give back to the business itself. I'm very passionate about roofers. I think roofers are a great breed of people, and they do a lot of hard work that doesn't go seen.
Yeah, definitely.
They're an asset to the community.
I agree. I
like
agree.
to say asset as much as possible.
Asset.
Yeah. What else you got for me?
I think that's pretty good. Let's kind of wrap it up. I mean, first episode. Yeah. Any thoughts you want to lay out there?
I think the moral of the story is I want to be an asset to the community,
Yeah.
my family, my business employees. I want to produce good quality product. I want people to feel confident in a relationship with me and my company, not just for one-time roof, but for years to come on their property.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you're definitely building towards that. I think people recognize the trucks, people recognize the name, and
Yeah.
it's growing.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, we'll round it off right there. We'll try to do an episode every Saturday.
Yeah.
Put it out.
Is it Saturday?
I think so. Yeah. All right. There we go. Yeah.
Can we change that?
Yeah. I can change any of these buttons. Put like a gun sound. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, nail gun.
Like a nail gun sound. Yeah.